An ABC News medical contributor and emergency physician, Dr. Darien Sutton, for more on these developments. And Dr. Sutton, let's talk a little bit about the good news that's out there. This new pill to treat COVID that Pfizer has developed. The CEO of the company called this COVID pill a game changer. He warned it shouldn't be taken as an excuse not to get vaccinated. As a doctor who's treated these cases, how do you look at this pill to treat COVID?
Well, it's incredibly promising, Terry, as we don't yet have a medication to give to patients to take home and hopefully decrease their risk of being hospitalized or dying from COVID-19. We do have effective treatments that are proving helpful, such as Regeneron and remdesivir. These are monoclonal antibodies as well as antivirals that we use in the hospital. But again, we don't yet have any medication to provide that can be given orally. But again, this information is not yet peer-reviewed, so I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, but I'm awaiting more data.
Got it. Good. Those monoclonal antibodies, I got them when I got COVID, and I'm grateful for that, the pill as well. Let's talk about now the increasing contagion, the pandemic that is sweeping once again the world, really. France considering tightening restrictions for travelers from the UK because that Omicron variant is set to become the dominant strain there, as it is everywhere else, it looks like. So how concerned should we be here in the U.S., and what do you think of going back to travel restrictions and those kinds of measures?
I'm incredibly cautious whenever I see information coming out of Europe about how this virus is spreading and how it's affecting the health of the people within the country that it's affecting. Personally, we have seen what has happened in Europe play out inside of the U.S., but there is some cause for optimism, as although we're seeing a rapid increase in these cases, we have yet to see any concerning signs that this variant is causing more harm or increased levels of hospitalizations. As for border closures and restrictions, I know that at best these help to delay the progression of the virus, but I think thoughtful prevention is probably the best mechanism of action. And by that, I mean making sure that we're masking, making sure that we're distancing when appropriate, making sure that we're doing surveillance testing, and then, of course, vaccinating all of those who are eligible.
Well, let's talk about vaccinations. What do you think is the more important tool right now? What should public health officials be recommending? Get your booster shots for those of us who have been vaccinated, or try still to get those people who are reluctant or hesitant or just anti-vaccine to get the shots to begin with?
Well, I think that the primary shot or the first shot is the most important shot. That substantially reduces your risk of hospitalizations and deaths. So those who are in need of their primary vaccine series, those first two shots, they need to get in line first because they are at the most risk of harm from this virus and all of its variants. In terms of protecting those who have already been vaccinated, there is evidence that these variants are chipping away at the effectiveness of these vaccines. Also, in the setting, as time goes on, the vaccine effectiveness, but we know, wanes over time. So it makes sense that an additional dose or a booster shot can help to remind our bodies that there's an ongoing pandemic and prevent infection. But again, the first or the most important shot is your primary series. You have to get that dose in order to reduce your risk substantially and reduce your risk of hospitalization and death.
And that is such a positive result for a shot which has now been taken by billions of people and really very, very safely. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Darien Sutton, thanks as always.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.